Hello, and welcome to my channel, Stamps, My Fun Things. Today, I wish to talk about a recent internet auction lot that was acquired in early November of this year. Here are two of the stock cards as they were shown on the internet and also as they were received. Here is the third one of the three large ones. Yes, three stock cards this size were packed thick with stamps, most not even visible, but there was one more small stock card that encouraged the $64 plunge, aside from curiosity and possible treasure find. It was this card that may have a possible treasure. All stock cards shown are as seen on the internet and as received, as I mentioned. It took many fun hours for over a week to evaluate these many stamps with some pleasant and unexpected surprises hidden in these thick layers of stamps, with many in surprisingly very nice condition. And the following is what I came up with. Starting with this card, which I consider my encouragement, any little notation will usually attract my attention, such as here, and also trying to make out partially obscured stamps to the best of my ability. This is the part that was of primary interest of this particular auction lot. First off, the notation up here is now as visible, Italy C10 and 11. This is by the American Scots Catalog, the nomenclature. And then I look at the remaining stamps. I see 2, 3 from Yugoslavia. I could make out this one here from Albania, another one Albania, and 3 from Iran, in all likelihood, forgeries. But more importantly, I was looking at this particular Italian airmail stamp, which actually did turn out to be the C10. The only thing I was not sure about is what is the overall condition, because only part of it is shown. And even more so, finally figuring out this has to be the C11, which shows very little. And again, even more worrisome, what might the condition be of this stamp? So anyways, I took that chance and thought, well, why not? Because there were so many other stamps in the stamp lot that just in the sheer quantity, I think it was worth the purchase price. And yes, the hunch was right this time. Italy, 1927 airmail stamps with a hefty catalog value in excellent condition. Yes, lucky me. Turned out to be the overall winner of this particular stamp lot. All stamp values shown that I will show you are by a 2015 American Scot catalog. So these stamps really are a very nice highlight. Absolutely no problems, no thins, no tears, no repairs, just nice. Yes, it was an unusual worldwide lot for basically a minimal price so far anyways. Certainly not very often seen. Yes, even stamps that do not look extremely expensive, but do still have a decent catalog value. In this case, almost $70. Or this Iceland airmail stamp, clean, hinged on the back, for 75 catalog value. And Canada, this particular Queen Victoria stamp is without gum, and the price here without gum is asterisk in parentheses, and this particular value is for a gummed stamp. So the without gum, I am sure, is substantially less. It does not list it in this catalog. And here, also, very surprisingly, very clean, beautiful stamps. Denmark, this one impressed me, the number 14, Sweden. In reality, the color is just really probably the nicest I've ever seen. And the condition, extremely nice. Super clean back. Look at the perforation, very sharp, pointed teeth, no short ones, just right. Well, I should say there's maybe one a little bit shortened, but overall, really, really nice. And so is this Swedish number 10. Bright color, beautiful cancel, perfect on the back, and an interesting feature, rough perforation. Some specialized catalogs do actually add value to rough perforations. I do not have that reference for this particular Swedish stamp, however. And also, very nice Falkland Islands. Super clean on the back, single hinge, nice gum, just like they came from the post office. Unusual. Absolutely. I still amazed. Every stamp I looked at, it just simply amazes me how nice this particular lot was, even though when you look at the stock cards, it looked like an ordinary mishmash of worldwide ordinary material. But it turned out to be a whole lot better than that. And this US stamp, yes, of course, it is well off center, but again, I could not find any major flaws, and it also carries a nice catalog value. So very, very happy with this lot. And then more US. Yes, these again too are perhaps not of the best optical appearance, but they do have a pretty decent catalog values, as you can see. And again, in mint condition, this kind of stuff in a hodgepodge of stamps, and normally you do not find. At least I haven't. So, yes, there are imperfections. There's a little perforation off center, and this one, and so on and so forth. But again, or here, the perforation kind of shortened almost down to nothing. I'm still very satisfied. And this stamp again, parenthesis over the asterisk means no gum, but nonetheless, still a nice looking stamp. And here's more. And such quantity of US in mint condition, with gum, without gum, really was a total surprise. And they were not visible. A few, yes, but not this many. So, again, quite a nice lot. And here, just a rough sort and stuck cards, and I know some of the tags obliterate the stamps, so I apologize for that, but I just tried to show basically all the ones that I took out and priced according to catalog value. And they do vary in price, as you can see, but in most cases they're sound and don't have any major problems. So yeah, most of them are typically under $50, with a few exceptions. Like also this one here from Bulgaria, very nice single hinge, almost $50. So very nice item as well, tucked away in there. And quite a few more. Early Denmark, yeah, this one here, the 16 skilling, is pretty high priced, but it is faulty because they trimmed it too tight and cut into the stamp, so it's not in the best of condition. But nonetheless, it's at least minimum a space filler, maybe a little bit better. And more stuff here. This postal forgery, I believe, this one is from, I think, New Brunswick. And I believe it is a forgery, and I'm sorry I did not pull the tag away, but anyways, interesting also. And some more U.S. stuff and worldwide material here. Great Britain, nice $60 2.5 pence stamp. So yeah, quite a bit of stuff. I'm completely flabbergasted about this lot. Very happy, but very unusual. Yes, the early Samoan stamps here, just like most of the early Iran stamps, are probably in all likelihood forgeries. So I just pulled them out because for some reason I like looking at those, checking them and comparing them with details that the catalogs give, just to see if a match can be found. And some more, few German stamps, German states, nothing spectacular. Here is a King Edward, 9 pence, mint, but no gum, unfortunately. And another Great Britain, Queen Victoria, $40 item, and so on and so forth. A very nice Mauritius, only $6, but very nice anyways. So, and another Mauritius, Queen Victoria, mint, hinged. Oh, quite an array and good mix of stamps. And here a few more German states. Well, optically again, not too attractive because not very well separated here. No thin, however, no tear in this one. Just doesn't look all that pretty. And this one here, the postmark is just kind of like it skipped over the stamp and not very nice. And here it's cut into one frame line slightly, not very much. And up here is a little, on the margin, a little torn piece. And then we have this one from Baden. This one is actually in a very good condition, except I'm not too crazy about this postmark. Otherwise, the condition is very good. And the Great Britain, yeah, $225 stamp. It does have a couple of, maybe another one here, or a little smudge and a little bit of scuffing, or as best as I can tell, and a little bit short perfs here and here. But still, it's a pricey stamp, and No thins, no tears otherwise. And finally, here's the rest of the cataloged stamps. Yes, truly an unusual lot. And also, just inconspicuous Italy airmails again, $33. A repaired Swiss stamp, if real, 125, and so on. A few more Switzerland here. One Hawaiian stamp, Danish West Indies, and this one here, I believe it's a Cuban postage due, if I remember right. Yes, once again, an unusual lot, and still have all these as the many, many leftover stamps. So, yes, I cannot say how happy I am with this particular lot for that particular price of $64. And the $64 actually did include the shipping as well. So that is difficult to beat, such a lot. But, it is a recent lot. So what does that tell me? Well, in all likelihood, it is possible there are more out there. We just have to look, and we have to look close. And sometimes, and many times in my case, I do rely on my gut feeling. And so many times it works out, but sometimes maybe not so good. So it's a gamble. But it's a fun gamble because the price is reasonable and I don't let it get out of hand, and that's important. If we keep it within our limits, I think it's okay. Yes, one might think such stamp lots are a thing of the distant past. And yet, the internet still has occasional surprises, such as this auction lot of very early November 2022. Also, had the same stamps been better displayed, this lot would have probably gone much, much higher. I, for one, feel very encouraged to continue the hunt for that next possible treasure. Looking at different internet auctions may also possibly be of benefit. I like to do that. Going with just one source, well, maybe it's good and maybe not. Hard to say. We all, I guess, have to find our own ways and figure out what works best for us. So I just share my thoughts on all of this and my feelings and how I like to do it and how I have done it. So that's all I'm trying to do is share my feelings on this. Thank you so very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed at least a little of it, and hopefully subscribe to my channel. I certainly would appreciate that greatly. Thanks so much again. Yes, once again, treasures can be out there if we look and look closely and try to decipher what may be out there. But we also have to be cautious because nowadays, as before, there are many stamps out there that are forgeries or fakes or manipulated or heavily damaged and so on and so forth. So we have to draw our own conclusions by what we see and take action accordingly. my channel, stamps, my fun things.